Hello everyone! It's been a few days since I've done a video. Right before Christmas, of course, I'm sure with everybody. Schedule got a little bit hectic and busy. And I just hope that everyone had a fabulous Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah to everyone. Our holiday was great. Very eventful and busy, as everyone else, I'm sure. But anyway, today I wanted to share with you my finished December daily, and I'll tell you why I'm calling it finished. This is how fat it's gotten. And I actually only have a couple blank pages in here, and I plan on my last page on the 31st. I'm going to just write my wishes and expectations of 2021. But I'll just do a quick flip through. When I made this journal, it was inspired, number one, by Rachel at Roxy Creations. She had made a journal with a soft spine, and I was very inspired by that, and that's why I decided to go ahead and make a December daily. As I've mentioned in prior videos, I've never actually taken time to utilize my journals. I love journal making. I always have the highest of expectations to journal in them, and don't. Well, this has changed, I guess, my attitude about doing that in the future, because I really, truly enjoy doing this. So I am going to make myself in 2021 take the time to journal for myself. I have a few different journals that I've already made that I am going to use. With that being said, I'm just going to do a quick go through. This was, I think, one of my first days. I just did this little flip, made a couple tags, tiny bit of journaling there. Day 2 was Ellie's birthday, one of my granddaughters. It was her birthday on the 2nd. So that was my inspiration for this day. There's a little tag in there that was a gift. That was from a gift that was given to me that I stuck in that envelope. I just collaged this on the 2nd as well. On the 3rd, I used a prompt from, I think it was 49 Dragonflies, which said use fabric and lace, which I did, as you can see. Some favorite fabric that was gifted to me through a journal swap, actually. And I've been hoarding it, decided to put it in there. The 3rd was also my brother's birthday, who is very, very ill with cancer. And I made this tag out of fabric. And I just stuck a photo in here. If I can untie it real quick. Just has an old Christmas photo of my sister, my brother, and I. Like that in there, and then in the fabric pocket I made a little journaling card and journaled about that. I think I might have missed the 4th and the 5th, so I went right to the 6th, and some days I did move to the back, but anyway, so that was my 6th. I just did some collage. As I told you, I am not a collage expert, and I always struggle with it. So I really enjoyed doing that, and hopefully it will inspire me to continue. This was the 7th. It was just basically who I had to shop for, some gift ideas. This was a test for a journal that I did make. That didn't come out exactly how I wanted it, and I had kept it, so I just stuck it in here. What day? This is the 9th. All my Christmas receipts are in there and just some collage. The 10th, this was a photo of a Christmas ornament that my son made when he was in kindergarten that hangs on my Christmas tree every year, as ugly as it is. The 11th, just a picture of my Christmas tree, some collage or journaling on the back of that. The 13th, what I had left to do as far as shopping, I loved this image and didn't want to do anything to it, so left it as is. The 12th and 13th was, well, you can see, here's the 13th, here's the 12th. The 12th I baked massive quantities and I listed on the back everything that I made. I ended up making like 19 and a half dozen cookies plus bars and Christmas crack. My husband always takes huge quantities in to work to a couple of the departments, and I always send containers to my kids that live out of state. The 14th, I collaged, and then I never came back and journaled here, but the spot was intended for me to journal on. The 17th, I had made this snowman, decided to use it in my journal. I actually had this little book image that had the image above this I cut apart, separated, and just splattered some paint on there to look like snow. And that actually, on that day, our newest grandson was born. So he was born the 17th. The 15th is another grandchild's birthday. We now have 5 birthdays in the month of December. 4 grandchildren and 1 son-in-law. So a lot of birthdays going on in here. But this is one of my grandsons that live out of state. I journaled on the back of that. The 18th, I made this fabric and paper belly band. I did go back and add some buttons to it. I made a journaling card out of this postcard. I think this was part of maybe Rachel at Roxy Creations, and then I did do some journaling on the back. 19th, I just did some collage. This was the 21st, and this was inspired by, somewhere in here, on the 20th, Crafty Cat did a tutorial on a Christmas card where she used napkin and pattern paper to make the front of her card. She put an envelope on the inside and then left room for journaling, which you can see I haven't done. But that was inspired by her on the 20th. And I did make a tag in here and did some journaling there, but I left this blank. I glued this down, but her idea was you could certainly, make a Christmas card like this, maybe even put more than one pocket here, fill it with ephemera, put a Christmas greeting in here, and send it as a happy mail. So I had done this on the 20th, and I just loved the effect of it. So on this day, I just collaged a bunch of different little pieces that I had all over my desk, added some tissue paper over it, some pattern paper, and then I went back with, I can never remember the name of them, liquid pearls. And I did get my fingers in a couple spots here, but nonetheless, I like the way it came out, and I don't think the camera picks it up really good, but it looks like little beads all the way around. This was, I think, the 22nd. I just collaged this and this. That was my 21st. 23rd, I think the 23rd I finished the back side of this because I was very limited on time. I don't think I did videos on these. Made a pocket on this side. Just made a little journaling card out of this. Added some fabric and lace and did some journaling on the back side of that. I put this little ball pen. I wanted to go back and add some charms and things. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I left this page blank. Number one, I just love this ledger, and I really didn't want to do anything to it, and I thought I might go back and paint in here. Maybe paint a winter scene or whatever. You saw this page. This was the 24th. We had my son and his family over, so that was our Christmas Eve. I made a journaling card and journaled about Christmas Eve. My father-in-law made it, which we were very surprised and happy. 25th was very unusual for us. It was Christmas Day. However, we normally have our daughter and her family and my father-in-law over on that day for dinner. And because of our daughter having our latest grandchild on the 17th, she wasn't in any position. They also have a 2-year-old. So they decided they were just staying home for Christmas. And so it was just my husband and I, which was quite weird. But we enjoyed the day. It was very quiet. We had hoped that it would have been cooled outside that day, but our Christmas Day involved like almost 50-degree weather with wicked bad wind and rain. So we couldn't even have a fire, but we enjoyed our day, and that's just my dog with her new Christmas toy. And I used this little image. I don't know where it came from. A kit from Etsy, no doubt. And then I journaled about our day on there. I had made this tag a long time ago, at least a year, if not 2 ago, and I stuck that in there. Once again, I left this page blank. This is the back side of that ledger page. I may go back and put a photo here. I got a photo of, let me just show you real quick. My daughter sent me, that lives out of state, 2 of my grandkids, Christmas Eve, in matching pajamas. I thought maybe I would put Ashton and Oliver in there. I'm not sure yet, but that was my idea. This was left blank intentionally. I may do, once again, some more painting. This was the 26th. We actually went to my daughter's house to meet Benjamin for the first time, who was just born the 17th, and that's little Ellie. So this raffia, she had tied my gifts up with, so I decided to use the raffia around the photos of the kids. And then I made a little tag and did some journaling about our day there. Now also on this day, my daughter that lives out of state ended up in the emergency room Christmas night. And long story short, she had to end up having an emergency surgery for her gallbladder after they did a CAT scan. So the 26th was sort of a as exciting as it was to see Benjamin and Ellie, and you know, my mind and heart was in another state. But all is well, and that daughter is back home and recuperating. I left these pages blank. This was a Christmas card that my father-in-law gave me that I wanted to keep. So I just glued it down to this last page here in the journal just to keep it. And then, as I mentioned, I'm not going to add anything more except for I plan on doing something on this page and putting my wishes and aspirations for 2021. So that's how my journal turned out. I learned a lot by doing this, not only for journals for myself, but for other people. And it gave me a lot of ideas for December next year. So if I do go back and add any painting or anything in here, maybe I'll share it. But the one thing I do know that I'm going to do is make a tie closure for this to wrap around it so I can store it. Otherwise it's going to be a real pain to store. But I thought if I tie it tight enough, it may help to flatten it out some too. And I will definitely make my spine bigger next year. But I really loved working in this journal. I hope that you all enjoyed the videos that I did. I know that my work is not like something fabulous, but I just wanted to throw it out there. I am trying to build my YouTube channel. On that topic, I will let you know that one of the projects I'm going to be starting is a journal for a giveaway. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I feel like I have time to make that journal, but that's one of the projects I'm going to start sometime relatively soon. I'm trying to think of, if there's a theme or something that I want to do. I also have another journal that I'm dying to make that is inspired by two people. Number one, Jean Oliver, is where the article came from. Robin at the Artsy Bohemian is the one that showed, she's starting to work on one. And that's how I became inspired. The other thing I want to do, we all have these notebooks, I'm sure, that you've purchased from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever. Well, this one has been around for at least a year. So I'm going to alter this. I've taken off the back cover here. I was going to take off the front cover. I've made 5 sections basically that I've glued some pages together for dividers that I'm going to do something on. But I'll be working on that. I always have a notebook that I keep with me wherever I am in the house for ideas, and if there's channels I want to go to or tutorials that I want to watch when I have a moment. I keep track of that kind of stuff. So I'll show you as I go along with that. But today was primarily just to show you how I ended up with this. I appreciate everybody that's taken time to visit my channel, and I plan on doing a lot more videos this year. I've been making out a list, and hopefully they will inspire someone in some manner or form to want to do some crafting and perhaps give it a go with journaling. So with that being said, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.